Well, hello everyone. So today we're going to be doing Sun in the sign of Sagittarius and what happens when Sun is in the sign of Sagittarius in your horoscope. And if you're thinking this is going to be one of your mundane horoscope that you read about every day, what Sagittarius horoscope means or who Sagittarius personality is, then you're in it for a very cool LSD filled ride, because I'm going to show you some of the methods and ways, some of the secret methods and most simplest methods to see why two different Sagittarius will be two different people. No, they're never going to be the same. The surface is the foundation might be the same, but how they grow is different. Okay, and the reason why is this is that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Okay, so when your sun comes into the sign of Jupiter, you can't just say I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm going to be this, this, and this. No, you have to look at the position of Jupiter, where it's placed in your horoscope. So this is how we're going to be tackling this sun sign horoscope. Okay, so first of all, what is the sign of Sagittarius? Sign of Sagittarius is about rituals, religion, philosophy, higher learning, priests, your teachers, your gurus, your any kind of a spiritual teacher in your life, including the teachings of your father. Okay, that's what Sagittarius originally represents, because it's the original ninth house of the zodiac belt. So ninth house and Sagittarius are the exact same thing. Okay, but wherever Sagittarius might be placed, that's the quality that is going to bring into that house. Okay, and Sagittarius is also represented by like a coach, sports coach, motivator. Okay, then you bring Sun into this play. What is Sun? Sun is not just this planet in astrology that goes around the zodiac sign and gives you your personality. No, because your personality is not just set by the Sun. Sun is one of the three indicators of your personality. Your personality, your true self that you really want to know, is held by your rising sign, your moon sign, and then your sun sign. And these three together create who you are. So Sun is a part of your personality. Sun represents your father and the relationship with your father. Was your father there for you? Was your father distant? Was your father angry? Was your father physically abusive? Or was your father the best guy in the world? And Sun also represents government, because Sun is the king. And king and his kingdom nowadays is government and the president or your local politicians. Okay, but mainly government is represented by the Sun. Sun is also representing of like your soul's desire. What your soul is truly desiring in this world is seen through the Sun. Sun also represents bones and your heart as well in terms of health. Okay, so when you have Sun in the sign of Sagittarius with the ruler Jupiter, who's the great optimism energy, these people have this natural yet overloaded confidence within them. They think that anywhere they go, they know the most and they have to be the one to teach everybody. What do I mean by this is this, okay? Sun in Sagittarius people, okay, they're not out there to rule over you. They're not out there to say, you're down there, I'm up here. Okay, that's not what it's really saying. What Sagittarius person always tends to do is he tends to start preaching. He starts to tell you what's wrong and what needs to be fixed and how you need to act. They feel that they have the world's wisdom within them. They feel that they have gotten all the natural inclinations and philosophy of the world, and the world just needs to catch up to them. That's what Sun in Sagittarius is like. Okay, that's what they feel. They're like this coach. They usually become this coach. They have this personality that, hey, no, you can go out there and do it, but you know how to do this? You should do this, this, and this. They always feel like their advice is the sound advice, and they become these natural teachers and preachers in their life. Doesn't mean that they're going to be teachers by profession. Doesn't mean that they're going to be natural spiritual guru, but their natural personality, the side of their personality, becomes that they need to preach. They need to tell you what's right and wrong. They're probably one of the most religious people out there. They're probably one of the ones who are law-abiding, because Sagittarius and the ninth house also represents the written law. So they do follow the law. They follow the guidance of their gurus. They love doing that. But, see, here's the thing. What if your Jupiter is debilitated? What if your Jupiter is in a bad situation, in a bad house, and getting all sorts of malefic effect? Then what do you think will happen to the sun? What will happen to the sun is this, is that you will suddenly have a burst of anger in your life. While you're preaching people, while you're teaching people, you will suddenly be so frustrated that why is it that my students can't learn, and your anger will come out. Okay. Or you can be misdirecting people. You can feel like, oh, I'm the teacher, I'm the preacher, I know the wisdom, but yet that's only your illusion. Because if Jupiter is debilitated, or Jupiter is sitting with malefic planets in the 8th house, then what's happening is that you're giving wrong wisdom to people because you yourself received the wrong wisdom in your life. Your father, if you have Sun in Sagittarius, your father could be a priest. Your father could be a government worker, a lawyer, or a university professor. Okay, but your father can be all the other things. You always have to see the house placement of the sun. That's the most important. With the sign, and when you calculate that, you'll get a very accurate result as to what the dad might be doing. But father is this figure that wanted to be your guide, who wanted to be your teacher in life. He taught you all the rituals and all the little knickknacks of your religion, and he made you this hardcore religious person. Now, if Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer, then what happens is these people are not so overly confident. They're not so overly blown about religion. They're very balanced about religion. They're like, no. Religion is not something that's going to separate you and me. Religion is something that is supposed to just tell us about our culture, just bring us together as human beings and just celebrate life. So Jupiter in Cancer is kind of making that a very optimistic spiritual person who knows that the ultimate religion is that one religion, is that one God. Okay? But depending upon what sign and house Jupiter is placed in, that's how strong your foundation is going to be. Because Sun, if I am Sun, I'm going to be in the house of Jupiter, Sagittarius. So I have to abide by the laws of Jupiter. I have to abide by the policies of Jupiter. So if Jupiter is debilitated, then I'm going to be angry prone. My father is going to be too much of a strict influence upon me. You know, your father can be like, you have to follow this, and this, or I'm going to disown you. So it becomes that really hardcore, law-abiding, ritualistic environment where the person just goes like, no, I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in anything. So you can find Sagittarius people who believe in nothing if Jupiter is badly damaged. If Jupiter is in the 8th house, let's say it's in Cancer, okay, and the Sun is in the sign of Sagittarius, then Jupiter is exalted, but it's in the 8th house of secrets, of occults. So what happens is naturally these people tend to go towards astrology, tend to go towards the occult, religious science. Occult kind of becomes their religion. Secrets, holding secrets kind of becomes their religion. Okay, so you see what's happening. They like to be involved in secret societies, in secret events, because the ascendant went to the 8th house in Cancer, and the Sun, the significator of your personality, is in the ascendant. Okay, and by the way, Sun is also the significator of your career. So what career can you do is also seen by this. So like I said, you yourself can be a teacher, a priest, a lawyer in the government sector. Okay, you can be one of those travel guides, long distance travel guides. Okay, and most likely if Sun is in the 9th house and if Jupiter is with it, these people are always involved in some sort of a religious practice or higher learning. So guys, this was my analysis of Sun in the sign of Sagittarius. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Sun and Jupiter are placed if you're Sagittarius, well, for that, check out the links below. Check out my books there, Astrology at the Speed of Light and Conjunctions at the Speed of Light. And when you get these books, I will send you the link. Look at your own chart. Just make sure you follow the directions below in the description section. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.